What is up, you guys? What is up? How are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing well. It is Saturday.
1B on the right to I-80 West.
We're still out here getting it. We're still out here driving along. So I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you are, made some money. Hope you are at home or just doing whatever. Still out there making money, whatever the hell y'all want to be doing, right? So this video is going to kind of be a part 2, a little bit of an update to my last video that I posted earlier this morning, talking about tires I got put on and a few other things. So basically, if you haven't seen the other video that's uploaded now, this morning I had to get some tires put on the truck. I had to get these tires put on because, well, a few months ago I had a blowout and the roadside had to come out and change my tire. And in doing that, unfortunately, they put the wrong size tire on and I didn't catch it. So what they did is, all my truck, that's bright as hell, my truck has 295, 75, 22 and a half, which are what most semi-trucks run. I guess they're kind of considered low profiles. Now, they put an 11R 22 and a half on, which is about 2 inches taller than the rest of it, right? Than my 295s. And you're probably wondering, oh, that's a big difference. How'd you not catch that? Well, one tire was blown all to shit. And two, when he put it on, I noticed it was about an inch tall. It seemed not quite an inch taller, but it looked a little bit taller. But I figured that was because, that one was newer, had more tread, or something, right? So I didn't think nothing of it. And then it started wearing real choppy and ended up wearing down the tire prematurely, and I had to go get it replaced. So we got that done this morning. The guy was supposed to be there at 7. Didn't show up till almost 8. But he got me in, got me fixed up, got those 2 tires put on to 295, 75, 22 and a half. I did go with recaps. I went with our Michelins for just a couple reasons. I'll get into that in a minute. So I got those put on. The dude was pretty cool, and he also let me keep the 11R 22 and a half. So I did keep that tire because it probably still had 90% tread or better. It still had really, really good tread on it. So I decided to keep it, and yeah, so I'm gonna try to trade it or find someone that'll do a partial trade or a full trade over for a 295, 75 or close. So that way I can have a spare, but I've got it, mounted to the back right now. So yeah, that ended up costing me about $559 for the 2 tires, getting them put on and balanced and whatnot. So it wasn't too bad. And actually I got a discount. The original price was almost $800. Got a discount. USA has a program set up with different companies. I know one is Southern Tire Mart, Loves, Petro, and TA, Speedco, and who else? I think there's another company. I can't really remember all the companies. I noticed they didn't have Pilot or Flying J though. At least I don't think so. But they had several companies. If you go there, you'll get a discount. So you just say, hey, I'm with USA Truck, and you'll get a discount. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That saved me about $230. That was awesome. Can't complain about that. And again, I did pay for it out of pocket. Did not come out of my maintenance account. Well, came out of my personal maintenance account, but not the B&G maintenance account, rather. That's another reason I said you guys got to save up and have your own maintenance account. Don't rely on the one you set up for a company like TEL or B&G, because basically, though they kind of have control over that money. If they say that you don't need it, you don't need it. Basically, is how that goes. That is not the case with what happened. That's not why I did that. I could have told Charlie. Charlie would have said, "Hey, man, no problem. Let's get that money right over to you." You know, Charlie's cool. That's why I'm still with B&G. But USA, you know, I called roadside and said, "Hey, this is what's going on," because it was early, you know, 5 a.m. Saturday morning, and I knew Charlie wasn't going to answer his phone. And they say, "Well, we got to get authorization from Charlie." So I wait for about 30 minutes, and then I was like, "Hey, can I just pay for this myself?" Like, yeah, that's fine. So that's, have your own maintenance account. Save you some time. It's a bullshit. It is your truck. You can do that, you know. But when it comes to the maintenance account, you know, they don't want to make sure you're not wasting it or whatever, right? So, but anyways, enough about that. So I've got the tires, got all that done. That's great. Went to go drop off my load, and dispatch got a hold of me and said, "Hey, got a question. Know you're fixing to drop off this load. Before you pick up your next load, which can pick up all the way up until tomorrow evening, and it doesn't drop off till Tuesday, they're like, hey, we have a load we'd like you to take if you're willing to. You don't have to, but you know, we thought we'd offer it to you. You were in the area, and we kind of need it moved." And basically, it was like, altogether, I think it was like 59 loaded miles and 59 loaded miles and like 48 empty miles or something, for $870, including fuel surcharge. And it was only a 7,000 pound load that was actually taking me kind of close to where I'm going to pick up my next load. Yeah, I'll take it. Shit, that basically just paid for my tires. Like, really, it did. Like, I'm not really used any fuel on it, and it's going to basically pay for my tires, so that works out great. Now, unfortunately, it won't be dropped off till tomorrow, so it won't go on this week. Well, I guess it really don't matter, so I shouldn't say unfortunately, but if it did go on this week, it'd have brought me to like almost an $8,100 a week. But yeah, it's going on next week, so that's not a big deal. So I'm still doing, you know, 72 for this week. So yeah, and I gotta go to Wisconsin. So yeah, it works out, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. That worked out pretty well. And yeah, so just give y'all that little update. You know, I figured that's what I was saying about running the recaps, though, is, you know, a lot of people are like, recaps suck. And yeah, I've dealt with my fair share of shitty recaps, but one, it's getting to be wintertime. It's going to be cold, and the biggest thing that busts recaps is heat. Heat from the road. You know, the blacktop gets super hot, you know, over 100 degrees, you know. Just depends on how hot it is outside, you know. It can get up well over 100 degrees easily. Then the friction, you know, your tires moving on it, your tires heat up and get real hot, and then that's when the tread starts to separate. That's when you kind of get your blowout. So, you know, we're getting into the fall. You know, how I woke up this morning, it was 50 degrees, so I had to put a hoodie on. So, decided to run those, and we'll see how they do. So, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I have been, you know, out for a while, and I'm just now really getting to hitting it hard, getting back at it. Boy, but I am tired, and I'm kind of irritated. Like, I'm real irritable. So, fuck off. Just playing. So, yeah, you know, I'm ready to be back home. But I ain't gonna be home till probably next Saturday. There's some really good loads coming out of Wisconsin. Load that was coming out going to Nebraska, and then Nebraska back to Wisconsin, and then Wisconsin to the other side of Indianapolis. So that would have worked out pretty well, and it would have had me grossing quite a bit of money. So we'll see how that goes. See if those loads are still there. See what we can get. So that's basically it on that. Here's something I'd like to ramble about for a second. I think it's pretty cool how people will see me out. I think I can't say the most noticeable, because Frank Nitty out here looking like fucking kryptonite with his damn underglow and his lights in his grill and shit. There's a few other people. They looking like a damn rolling concert. They got systems in their shit. They got the lights, man. Anyways, but I think it's pretty cool when somebody notices me, somebody I don't know, and they notice me, and they're like, hey, you know, I watch your videos, or, you know, they notice my truck or something from, like, the Facebook page or whatever, because I can say this, I might not have the most noticeable truck, but what does make my truck stand out is the decals. Everyone else has the basic USA decals, the ones that USA Truck puts on. I ripped those bitches off and had my buddy over at Pack Rat Vinyl hook me up. So if you want some decal work, hit up Pack Rat Vinyl on Facebook. That's my boy Dennis. Hit him up. It's located in Tennessee, north of Nashville, but for the right price, right deal, he might meet or do whatever, right? So just have to talk to him. Tell him I sent you. I'm trying to get my Snoopy decal done for free. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and I know they say they notice the decals or whatever, so I think that I like that. And then usually at night I got the lights on in the truck and whatnot, so I think that's pretty cool. But that's about it, y'all. We are 9.3 miles away from our drop. We're fixing to be coming up on the slopes. We're gonna stop for the night and get some fuel in the morning. Go drop this load off, go pick up the next one, and head on to Wisconsin. Get us some cheese. So we gotta get that cheddar, y'all. We gotta get that cheddar. So even though I'm not so much a cheddar guy, I'm more of a provolone guy. I don't know. But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope y'all are out there doing well, whatever you're doing, and don't forget to take the day to remember all those we lost on this day 20 years ago, and the attacks at the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and all the planes that got hijacked. I was 5 years old when that happened, and I still remember it. I still remember watching it on TV and asking my mom why she was crying. So, not to get political, I will say this real quick. Everyone said we'd never forget. There's so many people that have forgotten, and they're allowing everything to go on that goes on today. There's people like me who saw that at 5 years old. They're still scared to death to get on a fucking airplane. I've not ever sat foot on a plane, and I don't plan on it. And that reason is what happened on that day is one of the reasons. So, but enough about that. Y'all just take a moment to remember them, all those that we lost because of it, whether it was at the time or because of complications later on. So, enough about that, y'all. I hope you guys have a great freaking weekend. Drink a beer for me, and maybe have a burger. So, I got a 12-pack sitting at the house just waiting for me. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.